Some of the things I'm going to show you today are things that designers in games, particularly clothing designers, don't want you to know. Welcome to making me public enemy number 1 for Second Life clothing designers. Hello, my classics! I am sick today, so I'm not going to be putting makeup on my face, aside from my brows, because I don't want to contaminate my brushes or my actual makeup, because I'm all drippy. So we're going to do a video that, I know I just recently did a gaming video, and I really would have liked to put this one off for like about a month, but it's been highly requested. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do it for you guys. But the thing is, the things that I'm going to show you, clothing designers in Second Life don't want you to know. Because if you saw how easy it is to make clothing in Second Life, particularly mesh clothing, you'd never buy again. Alright, this is my avatar, as she is now. I'd like to start this episode by saying that she is indeed pregnant. That's what this is. I am on the mom alpha. I have no qualms with telling you that I am a progeny vampire. If you'd like to know more about progeny, I have a Facebook page. You can message me there. I can make sure that it's a private message and we can talk. I am the leader of a house, but there's really nobody that's active in it right now. So I'm actually borrowing a friend's building platform so that you can see with a nice clear space. She's building that. It looks amazing. It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited. Now to start, I'm going to only show you a few techniques. All right. I'm going to show you the dress. I'm going to pull out a Slink Physique copy of it. This is the dress that I'm wearing. As you can see, it's more like a bodycon gown. I've got the floral version on because I felt summery. One of the first things you can do is you create a prim. Mine always start out as white because I've got it set that way. But they often start out looking like a plywood box. You shrink it down and you line it up. Like if you've got all the sizes lined up here, because see, this is only 2 land impact. This, you can see here, is 1 land impact. Now, I'll do, like, I don't know, flag, gowns, Slink Physique. Keeping in mind, I'm probably not going to be selling this item. Now what you do, because I've just made this, it's called a root prim. I'm going to shrink it down even further. Usually I've already got it shrunk down fully. You highlight the dress. You don't have the box highlighted. You highlight the dress. This is so easy. And I was trying to explain this to somebody else earlier, and I don't think I was explaining it well. You highlight the dress, and then you highlight the box. Always highlight the box last. And you link. And now it says that I'm the creator, and it has the name that I put in the box. And now you go to edit link, you click that, you max the transparency out, and bam, it's invisible. Woo! Now if you hit Control-Alt-T, you can still see it. Of course, you can also see the headshot I've got. Now, the textures. I'd like to show you some of these that are in this. You've got the black, you've got the floral, you've got purple, red, which is actually a pretty good red, if I might say. You've got vintage lace, which I'm not overly thrilled with, because when you put on... Alright, let's try that one real quick. I want to show you. I want to show you why I'm not a fan of that one. I would have liked layered other kinds of laces. This one just kind of... See, and oh, here... Okay. See, though, I don't like the lace. It looks more like sponge. Fun trick. You having an issue with it looking like this? Click out this box here, alpha mode. Alpha masking. As long as you don't have it transparent. If it's transparent, you can't do this. And you click 140 in the masking cutoff, and bam, it's full again. Da-da-da-da. But yes, to me, it just kind of looks spongy. We're going to show you how to make a texture for this. In fact, I'm going to show you 3 techniques for making a texture. This is my store's folder. It's in my D file so that it doesn't take up my hard drive space. I have been making clothing for over a year now, so I've got a lot of clothing. I'm going to take the specular map. See, I double clicked it, it popped up. I'm going to click Save PNG, go to Products, because I've got that already pulled up. Then I'm going to go to Gowns, and I'm going to right click and click New Folder, and I don't know, Flag Gown. And then we're going to save it. And now, I know you couldn't fully see all of that, but now we're going to come here and it's there. I open with GIMP. I know it's harder to see what I'm doing, but you right click it, then you go with open with, and then you click GIMP. That's what I use. It's basically a free version of Photoshop, in essence. Here we have GIMP. Now I have a few extra brushes that you can actually purchase that are textured, like these are denim textures, but we're not going to be using that. I've got a couple of good textures that I like to use. They're some of my favorites, and I'm going to show you how I work them. We're going to be putting on here only for the sake of showing you how to use a seamless texture and how to use a non-seamless texture, because that is a non-seamless texture. It does not work like a seamless texture. Alright, so first we're going to go with sushi, and then we're going to go with flag. So first, now we can't just drop that like that, because here, if you click Control E and you save that, you come here, you right click it, and you edit. Now you click the picture in the textures tab, you go to local, add, and I guarantee it's going to look weird. See? It does not look how you want it to look. Now here's what you can do. You click this little fella over here, the scaling tool. You click it and then you hit this lock over here. You shrink this way down and click scale. And now for me, I like to drag it somewhere that I know I'm going to see it. And I click Control E. Since that's already saved, it'll pop up. Ta-da! And that's a pretty good size texture. So then you just take that, Control C, start at a corner. You zoom way in, doing Control and scroll and Shift and scroll to move over. If you wind up with a line, you just drag it over one more. See? Seamless. Velcro. Velcro. Now with a dress like this, a texture is not really going to look. And then you just keep doing that all the way across. 2 clicks in. Then I like to go back over to where I left a purposeful gap. I click it and then I Control C and Control V. And what do you know? The whole row is lit up. This is my way of cheating. Then Control C, Control V. Now I've got the double. You see where I'm getting at? And now we've got like literally half the page that's filled. Ta-da. And voila. Now we hit Control E and voila. Once you hit Control E, this is what it looks like. As you can see, it's broken up because of how the bodice is. You can see the seams. But on normal stuff, it's just wrapped all the way around, and you can't really see that. But one of the great things about this outfit is that I intend to eventually make like a proper looking corset bodice on it that has like lacing and, you know, everything that's really pretty and elegant, and it's going to be really great. That was the first way. Now let's come back here. We're going to go ahead and go over here and hide the sushi one. And we're going to highlight the flag because I've made that mistake way too many times. Now here's where I'm not going to do the full thing because this is intense. We're going to Velcro it. I already know I'm going to want to shrink it to about there. And we're just going to pick a spot to drop it. I've highlighted, I've copied it, now I've Velcro. I'm going to do something like that. And here's the kicker. I'm going to erase the edge that's touching. Because this isn't a seamless texture, I'm just going to erase willy-nilly. And yeah, that's a word that I just used. That is so not cool to use anymore, but I don't care. I used it. It's willy-nilly. You just erase the edge. You place it random, you erase the edge. And then you just Control-Shift-E to create a new save. You click edit, click local, then you'll add it again, and you click flag. Obviously, masking. If you use a HUD, that won't be a problem. And as you can see, it makes this really nice flag texture. I'm going to now change my outfit and show you an item that I put the flag on. So give me a moment.
A few moments later.
Now this is my Yankee Doodle bikini. This bikini I just recently made. I actually did a technique I'm going to be showing you soon to create the red straps, and then I used a seamless stars texture, and I used that same technique I just showed you of erasing the edges to create a nice blurred together flag texture on the bra top. Now, to get to where we were with the next technique I'm going to show you today. The last technique. Final time. Are you ready for this? This is where it gets fun. Alright, we go to GIMP, we hide that. You highlight the original. Here's the technique that nobody that does these wants you to know about, because it will make you think, if it's that easy, why doesn't everybody? And here's the thing. It is that easy. And why doesn't everybody? Colorize. And say I want a pink dress. Like princess pink or a nice blushy pink. Voila. Control E. And now we come over here, edit, click, local, add, and you highlight. And there it is, folks. It's that easy. And if you want to know how to make a black one, you just go to your texture. I just Control Z to erase the pink, even though it's still technically there because I've got it saved. Brightness and contrast. Drop the brightness down, up the contrast. Okay. But that's more like a gray, right? A gunmetal. Colors, brightness and contrast. Drop it down, up it. Now you just Control Shift E, black, add, because remember that was still up, black. And voila, a little black dress. Now if you want pristine white, oh well, that's just even easier, actually. I'm not even going to lie to you. You've already got this kind of gray, muted, the brightness and contrast. Up the brightness to about 50, and then up that contrast to about, well, let's go with 40. Control Shift E, white. Always Control Shift E unless you really like to lose, which you did before. Then we go back and we do the same thing, and bam, a white dress. Add a flexi add-on and you got yourself a wedding gown practically, although very plain. So yes, it's that easy. It is. It is so easy, and it's ridiculously easy. And the fact that people don't want you to know this is even more ridiculous. So there you have it, folks. Me spilling the beans on all the secrets. At least, well, no, not all of them, but a good number of them. And yes, this is something that a lot of clothing designers in Second Life don't want you to know about. They don't want you to see how easy it really is. People like Blueberry, who make thousands of linden a day, they do this. They don't do anything special. It's no different techniques. They may add special shading. The only thing that they do different that really earns them that money is, whereas I've purchased this dress full perm so that I could make textures for it and sell it as my own, they make the dresses themselves. They use a program called Blender, which I do not know how to use. Blender and I are not friends. Blender's mean. Blender is no man's friend, but that's what they use. So that's where they get their money from, because they're putting in a lot of money to make the mesh dress itself specifically for the bodies, the different bodies. So each body is an upload. And I don't know how much it costs to upload for mesh, but I know that for textures, it is 10 lindens per upload. And so that can get, when you've got, 50, 100 textures, that can get really expensive. I mean, I made a dress last year that was 50 textures, plus the texture for the HUD, which we will get into that in another video, even though the actual company that I bought my HUD scripts from has videos up as well. They've got the HUD texture, and the banner. I cost myself 530 linden. And then the fact that that dress has never once sold, even though it was a contest dress. All I said was send me a picture of you wearing one of my designs. You didn't have to buy a brand new design. No, I just wanted to see people wearing my designs and enjoying them. So that's pretty much all that's there to that. So if you liked this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button down below and make that bell ring loud and proud so you know when I post. Because I'm posting every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, trying to be around noon Central Time. So bye, see you, love you, always thinking of you. Have a really great day. Don't let anyone get you down. Don't let anyone dull your sparkle. And remember, do it with passion or not at all.
I'm going home. I'll never stop. Hey, Ma.